Hey guys, you're Mark the Geek. In this video, I want to share with you guys my top 10 games for 2016. These are the games that I played and I enjoyed during this year. Not necessarily the best game of the years, but the games that I enjoyed the most. So let's go ahead and get started. My number 10 game is ReCore for Microsoft or Xbox One. This game I really liked it because I am a huge fan of platform game and I'm a huge fan of action game. And this game combines both with Joe, which is his main character that uses some like sidekick robots like Seth, Max, and I think it was Duncan, the other one. I really like the way they perform the platforming and solve puzzle solving with these robots and the main character. I think it was awesome. I liked it. Yes, it had some negative things, like for example the loading time was not that good. Sometimes grinding for the spheres, going back to prior levels, wasn't that good. But everything else, the action and the platforming that this game brings to the game, for me it was awesome, and I really enjoyed this game. My number 9 game is Batman the Telltale series. Now, this game, I actually finished it, I think it was last week, because last week was the release of the final episode for Batman the Telltale series. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I'm a huge fan of Telltale games, and I gotta say, this for me is the best Telltale games till this date. Even better than the Wolf game or the Walking Dead game. I think Batman was awesome. The fact that you could play as Bruce Wayne or you could play as Batman. You could you can make good decisions and you can make bad decisions. That way you create like a more evil Batman. That's the way I went. That's the way I played this game, playing as evil. I wanted to see a different side of Batman from we've seen in movies and other games. So it's great that you could control the way that you play this game, and the graphics for me was way better than, like I said, any other Telltale games, and the characters in this games are just awesome, and I can't wait to play the next episode or the next chapter for the Batman Telltale series. My number 8 game is Titanfall 2, the campaign story mode. I really enjoyed Titanfall 2, especially because, one, I like the Titans. I think they're freaking awesome. First person shooters I like, and I like platforming games. And I gotta say, this game did a great job bringing platforming into a first person shooter, and I really enjoyed it. The Titans were pretty cool. Even the enemies were really cool as well. They were not that difficult or very hard to beat, but you know, the power that you felt when playing as a Titan or in the Titan, I think it was awesome, and it's awesome, and it looked cool as hell, and I really enjoyed it. The only negative thing I would have to say is that I was hoping it was a little bit longer. I think it was too short, but I really loved it. I think the graphics looks awesome, and I hope if there's a Titanfall 3, I hope the story mode is actually larger, way bigger, and that's it. But other than that, I really enjoyed what I played, and yes, this is my number 8 pick. My number 7 pick is Quantum Break. This for me was an awesome game. I like third person shooter games. A lot of people know that. I like third person shooter games. I like games with a great story. And I think this game had a great story, had great action. And the fact that with the character you can manipulate time and slow things down, I think it was really cool. The ending wasn't that great, but being able to play a game like this, that not only can you play the game, you also have like a 30-minute episode in between chapters. That was awesome. That's something that a lot of games can't say they have done before, and that's why I did enjoy this game. I really hope there's a sequel to this game, and I hope if they make a sequel, I hope they bring the chapters back. You know, I want to see what's going on, and in live form as well, just like they did with this one, which makes the game unique, and I loved it. So yes, that's why this game is my number 7 game of the year. My number six game of the year is The Division. Now, this game is an awesome third person shooter game, in my opinion. I liked it. The fact that it was in New York, especially in the Brooklyn area and Manhattan and all those places, it was pretty damn awesome. The third person shooter fact was cool. The weapons, they felt great. The fact that you can upgrade the weapon was awesome. The fact that you could play the missions on your own was great. Also, you could play it co-op with friends that join you online, and I think that was pretty cool. Even though I'm not one of those guys that like to play online multiplayer, but I gotta say the last three missions I actually did have to you play in co-op to finish those missions and to finish the story. So yes, I did enjoy this game. I like the graphics. I like the way the weapons felt. I like the way the upgrades felt. Everything. The action was awesome, and I think I hope there's another sequel to it. If not in New York, maybe another spot like Florida or Chicago or something like that. But yeah, The Division definitely is my number six game of the year. My number five game of the year is Ratchet and Clank. This game came out early this year for the PlayStation 4, and I gotta say, it is awesome. Really, really beautiful. Nice looking. The weaponry is awesome. The platforming is great. Ratchet and Clank are awesome in this game. You get to play as both characters depending on the mission. I really enjoyed the story. I think the story is even better than the movie. And it's a shame that we're not getting more platforming games in our generation like back then. And this game, just demonstrated that we can have platforming games like this. It doesn't have to be Ratchet and Clank. There's so many franchises out there that can be rebooted, and if a other franchise gets rebooted, I hope they actually get the same treatment as Ratchet and Clank this year released. So, guys, yes, this is my number five game, Ratchet and Clank. My number four game is Gears of War 4 for the Xbox One. I actually played it on the Xbox One S, and I gotta say, this game just looks stunning, beautiful. Like I said before, I like third-person shooter games. I played every single games of Gears of War on the 360, and I gotta say, beautiful game. I like the fact that they introduced JD, Marcus's son. I like the fact that you get to reunite Marcus with JD, and it was awesome. The story was great. The enemies were awesome. The weaponry was incredible, and I think it's sad that this might be the last Gears of War. I hope it's not the last Gears of War, but if it was, hey man, I gotta say it was a great game, great story, great ending. So yes, this is my number four game of the year, Gears of War 4. My number three pick is Watch Dogs 2. Yes, Watch Dogs 2 is an awesome open world game that I just finished the story mode, and I still have a whole bunch of side missions to complete and other hidden stuff to do. But I really enjoyed the story. I think it was very nice, very goofy. The side characters like Wrench and the other female, I forgot her name, she's freaking awesome. Marcus is great. I like the fact that you can hack stuff. Not only can you hack stuff, you can also use like drones. You have a flying drone and you have a crawler drone, which adds a lot more awesomeness to this game. It gives you different ways to play the game. Sometimes you play a mission where you don't even you have to hack something, but physically you don't have to get in there. You just send the drones, and for me, it's just awesome. And the graphics were great. San Francisco was awesome, and I just can't wait to just keep on going back and doing side missions. So yes, this is my number three pick, Watch Dogs 2. My number two pick for the year is Forza Horizon 3. Now, I love racing games, and I've been enjoying racing games and playing racing games since I started playing video games in my life. And I've never played a racing game more beautiful and a game that I have enjoyed more than this game. This game just looks gorgeous. I played it on the Xbox One S, which has the 4K and the HDR features, and with my 4K TV. And I gotta say, this game just looks stunning. The world that you play in, which is Australia, has so many beautiful locations in this game. The developers did an amazing job. Everything looks gorgeous. The grass, the skies, the water, the cars, the rocks. Everything looks gorgeous in this game. If it wasn't for the first game that I chose after this, this would have been my number one game of the year, hands down. But it is my number two of the year because of the first game that I'm going to be talking now. So, yes, my number two game of the year, 2016, is Forza Horizon 3. My number one game of the year is Uncharted 4. Of course, this game was just awesome, epic. I'm a huge fan of Uncharted series since day one, and I gotta say, Naughty Dog just Naughty Dog keeps getting better every time they do a new game, and they did a great job here. I love the story, I love the characters, the new characters like his brother and Nadia, the black girl, which is a badass fighter. It was awesome. The action was great. The gunplay was awesome as well. The vehicles, like the missions with the Jeep and other vehicles, it was just epic, and I really enjoyed it. I hope there's a sequel or later on in the future. I know there's a game coming out with Chloe and Nadia, which looks pretty cool. We haven't seen that much yet, but I can't wait to play that game. And I really loved the ending as well. I really enjoyed the ending of Naughty Dog for Uncharted 4, and I think they did a great job. So yes, this is my number one game of 2016. So guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, these are the games that I played and I enjoyed this year. Let me know in the comments what are your games that you played this year in 2016. Thanks for watching my videos, guys, all year long. Till next time.